Hey ladies, this is Charlotte. I just want to come real quick because I feel this in my spirit and I just want to release it real quick. Um, this is to the women, um, young, old, single, married, it doesn't matter, okay? I want you to know that there is no shame in telling your story, regardless of what happened to you. If you had just so happened to be in the right place at the wrong time, or in the wrong place at the wrong time, and something happened to you against your will, whether you were molested, whether you were raped, whether you were fondled with, whatever, whatever happened to you, I want you to know that it is not your fault. Okay, I don't care if it was your ex-boyfriend, husband. I don't care if it was a pastor. I don't care if it was your best friend. I don't care if it was one of your homosexual friends. I don't care who it was, whether it was a parent, a sibling, I don't care who it was. If something happened to you and you just so happen to be, like I said, in the right place at the wrong time, or whether it was in the wrong place, at the wrong time, I want you to know that there is no shame, and that you still should not feel guilty for speaking out, because of exposing that person. Listen, I need you to shame the enemy. Okay, I need you to expose the enemy, because we know that we don't wrestle against flesh and blood. It is a demonic spirit that is operating behind the people that are doing these things. Okay, it's not them, it is a demonic spirit. Hear me when I say this. Okay, you need to expose it. You need to expose it. If you have to leave out names, if you have to leave out relationships, whatever, however you are tied to that person, leave it out. But you need to get that shame off of you. You need to get that guilt off of you today and tell your story. Okay? I am your voice. I am your ears. I'm listening to you. Okay? There is no shame in what happened to you. Do not feel guilty. Even, check this, even if it was your own husband. Okay? Even if it was your own husband, and he forced you to do something against your will that you were not willing to do. Now, yes, the Bible does say that our bodies do not belong to ourselves and that they belong to our spouses. I get that. But if your husband is making you do things that you are not comfortable with, if your husband is forcing you to have sex with him, whether he is intoxicated or not, if it's not consensual, it's rape. And you need to speak out about it. Do you understand what I'm saying? Another thing, if you are a young lady, or if you are an older lady, if you are married or single, and you are messing around with someone that nobody knows nothing about, and you have been told, that this person is not a good person, and you kind of, went behind your friend's back and dated this man anyway, and you ended up getting raped. Speak out about it. Do not allow the enemy to put a muzzle over your mouth. Do you hear me? You speak out about it. Shame off you. Okay? The beginning of your healing is to speak out about it. I'm telling you what I feel in my spirit right now. I'm literally like 2 minutes away from, getting on the road and going out of town for Thanksgiving. It's Thanksgiving Eve, but I literally was in the mirror fixing my hair, and this just kind of fell in my spirit. So I wanted to put this out. Hear me and understand what I'm saying. It's not your fault. I don't care what happened. I don't care who it was. I mean, I do care, but I'm saying, like, whatever happened to you, it's not your fault, and you need to expose. You need to expose the enemy. You understand what I'm saying? Okay? If you want to email me, Email me. If you want to tell me your story by yourself and you're not ready to put it out there yet, I will listen to you. Okay? I will listen to you. I will be whatever it is that you need me to be to you. But you need to start by opening your mouth and speaking out about it, okay? I love you, ladies. I would never tell you guys anything wrong. I would never try to, say anything that will make you, feel like I'm trying to, get you to do something that you're just not, comfortable with or okay with. That's why I'm allowing you to speak to me one-on-one if that's what you want to do. Yes, I am a life coach. Yes, I am a counselor. But I would do you this one. How do you say it? Pro bono, something like that. Pro bono. Don't even worry about that. But shame off you. I don't know what it is, but I just kind of felt this in my spirit, and I wanted to release it before I forgot, because I tend to procrastinate sometimes. That's just one of my, negative coping mechanisms. Sometimes I just forget. But I said, no, I'm not going to forget this, because I really want to put this out, because I just feel like around the holidays, women get really, really upset or sad, and then things start to, try to creep back in your mind from the past, and but I just wanted to release this to you to let you know that the time is now. The time is now to speak out about it. Don't wait another moment. Don't hesitate. Do it right now while you have this motivation. Do it now. Okay? A year and a half ago, I was molested by a pastor that I knew. I had just so happened to be in the right place at the wrong time. I was taken advantage of against my will. I told him no. I told him stop. I told him to leave me alone. I told him not to do this. I begged him not to do this. And it was like the look in his eyes was just, it was like there was no sympathy in his eyes at all. No matter how many times I told him no matter how many times I told him to stop, he wouldn't stop at all. And he just kept going and going, and he kept fighting. He kept fighting me, tugging at my clothes, and I wear dresses, and skirts, that goes down to my ankles. I don't wear jeans at all. So he kept trying to go up my dress that I had on, or my skirt that I had on that day, and he would not take no for an answer. And I fought him as long as I possibly could until he was able to just overpower me, and he had his way with me. And this was somebody that I knew, and I was so scared to tell this to anybody, because I was afraid of exposing him, and then also I was afraid of exposing myself. Nothing like that has ever happened to me before by someone in ministry, by someone who stands in the pulpit. And I was so taken back by it, because I couldn't believe that, he would do something like that to me. I trusted this man. I did. I literally trusted him. And he took advantage of me. And the sad part about it was, not only was he married, but he also was very kind of like nonchalant about it. It was almost as if like he wanted me to become like his mistress, you know. So like in other words, even after doing it, he was like really cocky about it, he didn't apologize. He was just kind of like, yeah, like that's what I wanted. So and God, it's so crazy. But that's my story though. This is my first time ever releasing it publicly. And I just wanted to share that because I want other women to be able to speak out and not be afraid or not be ashamed. I'm learning that shame is not on the person that is the victim. The shame is on the person that, did the wrongdoing. And there's no shame in you releasing that. There's no shame in you exposing whoever this person is. Because like I said, we don't wrestle against flesh and blood, which means, when we fight people, it's not physically that we're fighting somebody. When someone does something to us that is just evil, you have to understand and you have to believe that there is an evil presence behind that person that is literally operating. After that was done to me, this pastor told me, once it was like, I guess I had got a chance to tell him how it made me feel, and I told him, that I couldn't believe that he had did that to me. And his response was, well, when that spirit takes over you, you can't help yourself. And for him to say that to me, literally just like my heart just sunk, because like you know better. And this is how you respond to me. What I mean by he knows better is like, that like we are supposed to be people of God. Like I'm a woman of God, like I said, this was literally just a year and a half ago. I had already given my life to Christ. I was already, in ministry, and he was a full-blown pastor. He pastors a church and, everything. So it's not like he just didn't know better. You know what I mean? But anyway, that's my story. I hope it helps someone out there. Like I said, it does not necessarily have to be someone that's in ministry. Like I said, it can be anybody that you know. It can be anybody that you know or don't know, but you need to expose it. It doesn't matter what the situation was. If something happened to you against your will, I don't care if you were drunk. You understand what I'm saying? And that happened to you. You were taken advantage of. Someone had sex with you and it was not consensual. That is rape. Okay? Someone touches you. Someone fondles with you. I don't care if it was at work. I don't care if you're a school teacher and it happened after school, by one of the other teachers or administrators or whatever. I don't care if it happened in your home, at church, on your way home from the grocery store. I don't care where it happened at. If it was at a friend's house, if it was, the location, should not shame you from exposing what happened to you. And I say that because what I'm kind of feeling is like, well, women trying to point the finger to them or blaming themselves because, they said, well, I shouldn't have been there anyway. Listen, when that happened to me, I was in the right place at the wrong time. And I was all by myself. I was telling myself, well, I should have had somebody with me. I shouldn't have, you know, been by myself anyways. No matter what excuses I make, at the end of the day, he had no right to do that to me. He had no right to do that to me, especially before it happened. I'm sitting here literally begging you, like I'm begging you and begging you not to do it, and you show no sympathy to me at all. Anyways, ladies, share your story. I'm here if you need me. I love y'all. All right, I love y'all. Happy Thanksgiving, and I hope you have a wonderful holiday. All right, love y'all. Bye.